welcome round to episode 183 of the Down South Photo Show with me, Brendan Waits, here in Ocean Grove, Victoria, Australia. And the guy on your other screen and in your other ear, if you're listening to the podcast, it's Cam Blake. He's back in Hobart. He's back in Tasmania. He's back in Australia. Hello, Cameron.
Hello, Brendan. Back in the little office here, which looks like a bomb's gone off here. I haven't cleaned anything. I haven't tied anything up. I've just turned some purple lights on, and here we are.
At least yours is correctly exposed. Look at this business.
Yeah, what's going on? Where are you? Why are you in daylight? Are you in a different hemisphere? That's better.
Yeah, I think we should do the whole show with me like this because that's all about exposure, right?
That looks like something out of like a horror movie where your head's been blown off or something.
We have decided to record a little early in an evening than we normally do because you're a busy man. You've got a lot going on, so we need to slot all this in to get this show moving and out there to the masses. So that's why it's daylight still. And I'm telling you, Cam, I guarantee it. Every time I record a podcast and it's just before sunset, we have the best sunset of the year because I
do. Yeah. God just sits, if there was a God, just sits there and says, Brendan's recording a podcast. Here's some epic light. That happened. That happened to me when I landed in Perth yesterday, day before. I can't remember. Walked out off the plane and just this incredible fiery sunset going off as we're walking up to get out of customs and things like that. To the point, there was like 3 or 4 people that actually stopped along the walkway and took a photo out the window. It was a good one.
Yeah,
but I couldn't take a photo. That's Murphy's Law, isn't it? Really.
Would have been epic down at Cottesloe out over the Indian Ocean.
It would have been anywhere along that west coast. It would have been incredible last night. It was a really, and you could see it as we were flying in, like the light was just getting better and better and better. And then, of course, when we got off the plane, it was going off just when you don't have your camera.
Speaking of all things Perth, how is the lovely Cheryl? How did she cope being over in her mother country for the better part of a month, really?
Yeah, it was almost 5 weeks that she was there for. She's good. Yeah, she had a good time, and she's certainly a pom. It's you get over there, and you think she lives in Australia, but no, she's not. She's a pom.
So straight into the old ways.
Just straight into it. Starts talking stuff. It's amazing, the English people. They created a language, and they still don't know how to use it. Everything she says, everything. So her family's from Nottinghamshire, whichever way. But they have a funny accent. I'm not going to do it. I've been trying to take her accent off for about 3 weeks, but they leave off the last letter of every word. So right is not right, it's rye. Right. So everything's so it was, as we progressively got through the trip, I understood less of what she was talking about.
Okay.
And then we're in Scotland, so and we came across a few people that once again you wouldn't know what they were talking about, but yeah, I think she's good. She's gearing up for our next trip. We've got a very short turnaround before our next trip, which we'll talk about. Yes. But no, she's good. She had a good time. I think she had got some great photos and got to catch up. I met Mr. and Mrs. Davis. They were lovely. They welcomed me in to their house for dinner one night, and that was really nice. And then she had some time there, so it was good. Yeah, good for her.
Lovely. Oh, that's good. Great. Well, I mean, she's definitely an asset to you and a great addition to your setup because aside from being the fairer sex, she also knows exactly what she's talking about as well. Did she have any macro opportunities when you were over there?
She took her macro lens with her just so she could use it in her parents' backyard garden to take photos. So her and her dad's a bit of an avid photographer. He's a bit of a bird photographer. And her mother just does what most partners do to a photographer and just walks around and just puts up with it. So I think her and her dad went out and did a couple of shots. I haven't got it with me, but I got a really lovely shot of Cheryl and her dad at I think it was called Cumberland Park. And they're both standing up against the fence, and they've both got their elbow out taking the exact same shot with a little, it was like, okay, they're obviously father-daughter there. It was a great little shot. So, but yeah, I don't know, not too much macro where we were together and on our trip, but I think she did do some in the downtime that she had. So, yeah.
Yeah, nice. And I'm assuming that she got right into the landscape stuff though, like that's sort of like her own backyard. So, she would have loved it.
Well, that's where we were talking about, and the little video I did while I was away on the Padley's Gorge in the Peak District. that was all recommendations from her and her dad. That they've been through there 1,000 times, and they said, you really got to go check this place out. So it was good. It was good that they have the bit of local knowledge. And like I said, her dad's an avid photographer as well. So he's actually thinking of buying a new Canon. My God, the camera prices in the UK, it's kiss my ass. They are double the price they are here.
It's out of control. It's out of control everywhere. I mean, here's bad enough, but yeah, you're right. It's
he's looking to buy a Canon R5. It's literally double the price in the UK than it is here.
Really?
It's 100% double the price. It's ridiculous. So we're trying to work out a way that whether or not he buys it, because they're coming out for Christmas apparently. So whether or not he buys it here and then takes it back. I know he won't have the internet, he won't have the warranty, but if something went wrong, he could easily just get it back to us to fix or something like that. So
that's almost backwards from how it used to be. Like here, it was crazy, and you'd buy it, Japan, UK, US, wherever. It'd be a lot cheaper, but not the case.
Well, that white lens I bought from Olympus, that was literally one. It wasn't available in the UK yet until maybe as I left it was, but it wasn't available at all, and it was double the price that I paid for it. So probably almost 80% more than what it was. So I don't know why that's like that. If there's different tariffs or taxes or something like that, I don't know. But it was ridiculous. So if you're going overseas, thinking that you're going to get cheaper camera gear, you're not. Australia's pricing is pretty much on point, I reckon. So
aside from what you said about warranty as well, like of getting, having a local warranty, and most camera manufacturers now in Australia offer a 2-year warranty as well.
Right.
So yeah, it's interesting stuff. If you want to buy a camera, come talk to me at Ocean Grove Camera and Photo. How's that for a second?
Well, that's the thing. No, maybe we could start getting people come out here and they can smuggle it back in their bag on the way back.
We'll have the Down South Photo Show camera store.
That'd be all right, wouldn't it? That'd be one way to make no more.
Thank you to everyone who's liked, subscribed, and followed and shared the show around. You can hit the big subscribe button just there. It is free to do. Go ahead and do that. If you're on YouTube, you can do that. If you are following us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those places, thank you. Please feel free to leave a 5-star review for us. That would be awesome. It helps the channel and gets us spread out and around the place. Now, for all you people that are wondering, where have your competitions gone? They're back.
Do we have competitions?
Because this literally goes out on the last day of October, we are going to run a November photo comp. So
it's Halloween tomorrow. It's Halloween today.
It's Halloween today as this goes out, yes.
Where's our Halloween outfits and stuff?
Because we're not in Page, Arizona like we were last year.
I'm actually trying to find the ice hockey mask. I think I've got it.
Because you're in Hobart and I'm in Ocean Grove. Anywho, happy Halloween for those of you who celebrate and partake. We will run our theme. So what we do, we have a theme for the month, and there will be a pinned post on our Facebook page. So you got to go to our Facebook page for that. Just go to Facebook, search Down South Photo Show. You'll see our heads there. You'll see us smiling away, and it'll be a pinned post, and that'll be our November theme. And Cameron, would you like to let people know what the theme is for November?
This month's theme will be fire.
Nice and simple.
Yep.
Easy.
Should be a hot contest.
We like hotly contested. We like our one-word themes, don't we? So
we do.
Fire. Yeah. And you can go nuts. Put in as many entries as you like. You can share your entries to your friends and say, come and vote for my photo, because what will happen is Cam and I will pick a top 5, then we'll pick a winner, and then the top 5 goes on into the People's Choice Award, which will be announced in December. Prizes, I'm going to give you a $100 gift voucher to Ocean Grove Camera and Photo this month. So I think it's my dig. So $100 gift voucher for what we reckon is the best image that encapsulates the word fire.
Okay, I like it. I don't think I've got anything to submit. I notice you submit most times, but I don't think I've got anything to submit.
I'm sure. Just rub 2 sticks together and then you'll be fine.
Well, that's an idea. You could just do like a box of matches on the ground, and we can do that. But no, that sounds good. So I'll get a pinned post up there once we get around to it. And then,
because you got nothing else to do. So can you get that sorted out?
Mate, I'll tell you what, talk about busy. I got home, so I've been home. I thought I'd be jet lagged. I'm actually feeling quite good. I don't know. I had a good sleep last. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I had a good sleep last night. But we've got the tourism award gala thing on tonight, which as this comes out. And the last time I went to it in person was 3 years ago when we won the gold award, which is up there.
Yes.
Do you think that suit still fits? No. So I get
too
home.
Big for you?
Yeah, it's it. I'm swimming in it. So yeah, we'll go with that. So it's too big for me. So and I couldn't get it taken in time. So I had to go buy a new suit today.
I love it.
And try and make it all work. So I literally got off the plane from traveling 28 hours and then went straight into a suit shop and bought a suit. Suits are not cheap.
You should have bought one in Scotland.
Well, I thought the one here was not so big. I thought I'd fill it.
That's right. You thought you'd fill it out beautifully, but you don't. It's too floppy on you. You've got to get a new suit. That's fine.
Maybe I should have eaten some more haggis and black pudding and stuff like that.
That's what you should have done. Absolutely. Well, what you need to do is take that suit and put on your hockey mask because it's Halloween and turn up like that and see how you get on.
Yeah, I totally forgot that tomorrow night is Halloween. That's a weird night to have some awards on.
Well, it's not really on the calendar in Australia as a holiday or anything like that. So
that's true, and that's Tasmania, so every day is sort of Halloween down here.
This is true. Now, Cam, I'm going to throw up your photo of the week. Would you like me to do that?
Yeah, why not? Hey, while you're doing that, I just did a quick Jessop's camera shop in the UK.
Yes,
for a Canon R5, it's £3,200.
Wow.
In DigiDirect, it's 4,100 Australian. So it's $2,000 dearer over there.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
That is outrageous. No wonder they're so grumpy over there. The Poms, they're paying stupid prices for camera gear.
Well, we've got some fun things to look forward to with the English. We've got an Ashes series about to load up, which I'm pumped for.
Which they are going to win 3-2, I reckon.
I really don't think they will. I don't think they'll win a test. But I am going to the Boxing Day test. I'm very excited about that. This is not a sports show. This is a camera show. This is a photography show. And there is Cameron's photo of the week. Now, that looks very nice.
It's a choo-choo train on a big choo-choo train bridge. So this is the Harry Potter Jacobite train that goes across the Glenfinnan viaduct bridgeway out in beautiful Scotland. So the first tour, I think I mentioned, and we clarified that just before we came on. The first tour, we went there on the other side of the bridge, walked up this big dirty hill, waiting for the train to come across. Here comes the train. It's a filthy diesel locomotive, not blowing steam, but blowing absolute buckets of dust and crap out of its chimney. So not even the chimney, just out the edge of it. So we went back for the second tour, went on the other side. We double checked and triple checked, and we got the steam train coming along. And the steam train comes there and he stops right in the middle of that bridge for photos. And then he keeps going and blows heaps of steam out. It's actually slightly uphill, that viaduct. So he's got to build up some steam in the engine and lets it out. So we all got the photo. There was about 600 people behind us on the hill, all doing the same thing. But it's worked out pretty well. We had some pretty moody conditions that day, so it worked out pretty nicely. But what was funny is at the back of that train, there's a dirty friggin' diesel locomotive pushing it up the hill.
Yeah, I actually, believe it or not, as just by pure coincidence, watched a YouTube. I suppose because our phones are listening, right? But there was a YouTuber came on who took a train from the bottom of the UK to the top, and it included this train. So like he took 4 different trains to do it, and he was the same. He got there and went, "What's this big dirty diesel locomotive doing here?" And then realized that it's there in case the steam train doesn't get them there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then having done a little bit of work down here in Tassie with the railway out on the west coast here, which is steam, they're highly volatile and highly moody, and they work one day, don't work the next. So, and it's a real dying art, the people that can work on steam trains these days, the mechanics and things like that. So, so it makes sense that they got a bigger train at the back pushing it. But we all got the shot. All the customers got the shots, guests, customers, clients. We had that discussion too, what we actually are meant to call them. But it all went pretty well that day, and we got the big steam coming out and got a series of shots of it coming across the bridge. But a very cool place. It's a very cool bridge, regardless of a train going on it too.
There would have been about 300 drones in the air as well, wouldn't there?
No drones allowed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, and I think we saw one the first time, or their little one, but it says no drones allowed because it can interfere with the bridge work. So if there's people on the bridge doing stuff, or I don't know exactly why it would affect it, but there's a couple of power lines around there as well, so that may be another reason.
Yeah, fair enough too. Just a little aside, my nephew, who is sort of mid 20s, can drive a steam train.
Oh,
he's only in his mid 20s. Because he collects steam engines. He's on a farm in the Mallee.
Yeah,
you met him when we were up there. You met him at the Pioneer Settlement, my nephew. And
yes. Yep.
Yeah, Callum, and he collects steam engines, so he can drive a steam train. Isn't that cool?
That's very cool. That's a claim to fame, isn't it?
Well, for someone so young, it's good to see. Hopefully, that, as you were saying, it's a dying art. So hopefully it's not.
And it's not just a matter of turning the key and pushing a button. Like, there's a fair bit. I've been in a steam engine as it's going on. They're doing a lot.
Oh yeah, it's quite the art form. This is my photo of the week.
Is it a steam train? Oh, so you've been away somewhere, have you?
This is the reason I'm putting this up is because it was literally a year ago, pretty much to the day that I took that photo. So
it's taken that long.
Your big self. What's that?
It's taken that long to finally edit it.
No, it's been sitting there for a while, but that's of course, in the wonderful Zion National Park.
Yes.
This was a good day. This was the day we caught the bus up into the gorge to the end, and then just sort of stopped off at different stops on the way back.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I think this was where, on that whole trip, I started to get into it, started to understand it, get the vibe for it and the feel for it, even though it was a big ass blue sky day, which was, contrasty as hell. This valley was sort of blocking the light a little bit, so it was good to give us a bit of shade to play around with.
I reckon you're right. I reckon that's about the time you started to sober up.
That's right. After what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, mate. You know this.
Oh no, I've got it on my phone actually.
You sure do.
But yeah, no, I do remember that spot. That's on the little bend where the Angel Fire. I can't think of the name of the lookout now. Angel. Yeah,
there's a big lookout up over as I'm taking this photo, up over my right shoulder.
Yeah, that's right. And that tree had fallen down.
Yeah. It was really cool here because you could it felt like a free for all. You could just sort of wander your way along the river, which I really enjoyed. And there was probably 7 or 8 of us there, and we all just sort of spread out and just loved it. And then also up behind me, there was a couple of condors up on the cliff edge as well.
That's right. They were flying along that big ridge, weren't they, at the top there?
That's right. Yeah. So it was grouse. So I just thought I'd reminisce and throw that one up for photo of the week. So there you go.
Yeah, well, that's sort of sparked me. It's a bit of Scotland's been great, but I've seen some photos of Zion in the last few days, and then you've just popped that up. Really looking forward to getting back over there. I've spent the day organising a few last minute things, and that's really cool. So you'll have to come back. We'll have to do another trip maybe next year.
Sure, sign me up. Let's do it. Why not? Nothing else to do. I might as well pop back over and do that again. Did you want to do your little thing, or would you like me to do mine?
No, you go first.
Okay, so I've been inspired.
Have you been inspired by someone we know?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not so much that the Bright Festival of Photography doesn't. You always come away from that thing inspired, because one thing that I preach to people is learn photography that you wouldn't normally learn. So, and Bright's famous for that. Like BFOP's famous for that, because you've got so many different genres of photography you can go into.
Yeah, that's right.
And everyone to a person who does a workshop that they didn't sort of think they'd be doing, maybe because they missed out on another one. They went, oh, look, I'll have a crack at this. Everyone comes out of those workshops learning something fresh, new, and everyone then takes what they learn in that workshop and pumps it into what they actually love, and it makes them a better photographer across the board. So the legend that is Dennis Smith ran at the start of BFOP. For want of a better phrase, it was a world record attempt to do 200 light paintings in an hour. So light painting portraits, and he had and all shot on Polaroid, so Instax.
Oh, right.
Yeah, right. Which was pretty cool. So he had this rig set up where he had 4 cameras. He had 2 assistants that were constantly loading new film because they can only do 10 at a time in those Instax cameras. And he had people who had come into BFOP, you know, scanned their QR code, got in, come up on stage. Now, as luck would have it, Charlie and I were off on the bus while this was happening because we start earlier than the actual start of BFOP. So we didn't get to see it, but he has put up a video, which I might link below as well. Fascinating to watch how it all unfolded. But he was doing bulb mode on an Instax camera. So long exposure bulb mode on an Instax camera, light painting. Each one took approximately 20, 30 seconds to do. So he was cranking them through. So I think he got to 195 was the official number of portraits that he did.
So he failed.
Well, pretty much. That's right. He didn't quite make I don't know if he was going for 200 or if he was just trying to set, because no one's ever done it before. So whatever he did was going to be a world record. So anyway, it really inspired me. And to watch, I started, of course, that got me in the rabbit hole of watching some of his other YouTube videos.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, he is. It's very cool stuff. It's not for everyone. I understand that. And I understand the whole painting with light thing was a bit of a fad a while ago, particularly when companies like Olympus came out with like live bulb, where you could actually, you know, whatever light you added was added to the scene right before your eyes. And I think that's a real asset. And in fact, to that end, I've had my EM1X, which you can see set up behind me, still on the tripod from last night, out in the backyard.
What doing there?
Yeah, out in the backyard, just practicing, like trying to work it out. So, because I'm just going to throw an image up on the stage. I mean, this is what I'm talking about.
Wow, you did that in your backyard?
Yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it? No, that's one of Dennis's Rich Strath's website, with the credit right there, as you can see. That's at Hall's Gap, and it's cool stuff. Like, and again, I get it. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It's like, well, why did you put a big ball of light there when the photo itself's good? But there's something about that image that, you know, to be able to put that ball of light there. And this is, folks, this is not AI. This is not photoshopping per se. This is one frame. This is probably a minute exposure if I'm looking at the streaks in the sky with the stars, maybe a little longer. And it got me really interested. It's almost like you're looking at an image through the 4th dimension, which is time. And I love that sort of stuff. And I love that you can create that out of one frame.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. He does some amazing work, and doing those orbs is not easy either. We took some light painting equipment down the Franklin River on one of the trips we did, and we did an orb in one of the spots next to the Franklin River. I was just trying to see if I could find my picture of it, but yeah, like you're walking around in the dark on, especially this shot of Dennis's, like you're walking around the dark on the edge of a cliff. Yeah, it is pretty gnarly. But yeah, he's done some amazing work and very creative, and he's definitely world class in what he does with that kind of stuff. But
yeah, he certainly is, and a fascinating guy to talk to as well. I mean, I only had a couple of brief interactions with him at BFOP again this year, and because we're all, you're doing your workshops, you're buzzing around, everything's going on. But yeah, just I could listen to him talk for ages. He's got a way about him. He's got a real sort of a teacher's vibe about him, but in a really subtle way. And he comes across as a guy I want to learn more from. So his YouTube channel I'll link below for you all.
No, it's a credit to him as well. Like he's put hundreds of hours, thousands of hours into what he does, makes his own lights and developed his own lights and all that kind of stuff. And to be able to see stuff like that's an incredible shot.
Yeah.
Now, no doubt your one is going to be better than that. No? Okay.
Well, I'm actually, sorry, I'll just go back to that one because this sort of thing I'm keen to do at places like Point Lonsdale, right in the middle of the jetty, or under the lighthouse, or on Main Beach here at Ocean Grove.
Yeah.
For a point of difference more than anything, but also just to have a crack at it and just, see if I can do it. Whereas this sort of thing, Dennis is in the water here, like at the beach or somewhere like that. And, with a light wand and doing this sort of light painting, which is what he did at BFOP as well. He actually got in the Ovens River, Cameron.
I saw that. I saw a picture of that or a video of that. Someone did that. I'm like, okay. Didn't have to ask who it was in the river. I'm like, well, that's Dennis.
Well, he was in there for 2 hours, basically got hypothermia. But he that's what he does for his art form. And I'm not saying I'm going to do this sort of stuff, but the light orbs and the light painting sort of stuff really sort of.
Have you got an orb? Have you bought one of those?
So I've ordered some stuff that'll help me do it. One of which arrived today.
Yeah,
I'll show you. This is I just got one of these little. So these are more for not so much for the like spinning the orb sort of thing. These are just these little portable lights, which have got not enough light in here. Which is so let me make some. So you've got it's just a little you power it via USB. It's got its own little battery in it, and of course you can change the color temperature in it. So you can you can set it to whatever you want, and you can change different colors. Now they're more for there you go. That's the police siren one. These are more for lighting up. So for example, up at Point Lonsdale, if I wanted to put one of these at the base of the lighthouse and just to throw a subtle bit of glow across it, because you're doing long exposure, you're doing like a minute exposure or more. That little light is more than enough to light up the side of a lighthouse. So so I got me a couple of them, and I'm going to have a play. But I've got some. They're like little LED, for want of a better phrase, a glow stick.
Yeah,
they're like a permanent glow stick that you can turn on and off. So Dennis actually recommended that you could use that sort of stuff. So I'm going to give it a crack.
I'll give you some advice if you're spinning things around at the end of it. Don't hit yourself in the head or the nuts, because I've done both. Yep. And in the dark, when you try and do a long exposure, you lose a bit of your sense of like space around you when you're moving around. And you got it like Dennis. I've had a couple of chats with him and did a little mini session with him at one beef op. I think he was showing me how to do it. And he walks around. He generally puts like a 50-cent piece on the ground and just walks around. And he does this little windy thing that he goes around with. And he comes he does the whole thing. It's very amazing and precise.
We could do it in our chairs.
You could, but you try and do it. And when you see that picture that you put up of his, how perfect that circle is, if you're a little bit out and you get this warpy looking orb. So getting it right is part of the real challenge of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
As opposed to, just spinning around and getting it right. Like there's a real art form in it. So
that photo there, just to break it down a little bit more, I'm going to assume that it was actually under either a full moon or a very strong moon. It's at night.
It is,
You've got to do such a long exposure. And the moonlight has painted in the valley, and the orb has appeared like magic.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Yeah, it is good. And like I said, Dennis is a great guy. And if you ever get a chance to do one of his workshops, folks, or check his YouTube out, you'll learn some things. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm going to give it a crack. I don't know how long it'll take me to do, and I'm hoping that it'll be just something else to add to what I can do with a camera. I mean, as I say, you never stop learning with this sort of stuff, and that's just one area, one little niche that you can get into to expand your horizons with your photography.
Yeah, and the good thing about the Olympus system as well, like it's perfectly designed for doing that kind of tricky light painting stuff. That's why it's been so successful and popular. But it's a bit addictive too. Once you get like a good orb or something like that, or you get a nice shot going on, or something works, you're like, oh wow, this is pretty cool, and you start getting a bit creative, which is always good for the photographer's brain.
Yeah, well, the other reason I want to try and sort of get better at it is I've just organised in August next year a trip out into the Simpson Desert. With a couple of mates. So
must have started right. Okay.
I'm going to. You're more than welcome to come. You can. Oh, mate, you can bring the patrol. Sounds.
When
good.
are you going? When and where are you going?
August. I can't remember when it is, but it's in August next year.
Right.
And I'm So a friend of mine's coming from Noosa, and I'm. Two of us are coming up from Ocean Grove. We're going to meet somewhere along near the Flinders Ranges, and then head around and go across the Simpson. But the point of this is. There's a lot of old wrecks, car wrecks, and old machinery and that sort of stuff. So, to be able to spend a bit of time doing a bit of light painting out there where there's no light, that spins my wheel. So, it'll all sort of hopefully come together when I get into the Simpsons. So,
Dennis is only down the road. You should invite him along.
Well, this is the thing. We could have a little desert desert meetup and light painting. Oh man, what are we hatching here, Cameron? We've got to stop this. We do this a lot on this show. We hatch workshops out of nowhere, and then before you know it, we're on them.
The Down South Photo Show Light Painting Outback Extraordinaire Workshop.
I like it. What's the acronym? Now, speaking of,
yes,
because I've got new toys, so I get to put QR codes on the screen. That over there is our QR code. So if you want to scan that, that'll take you to dsps.com.au, where you can check out our website. And if
I better check it before we put it online. Oh no, it does.
It might surprise you as to where it goes. Now, if you want to head over to our website, that's right.
That works. Goes to the right place.
Perfect. Works perfectly. If you want to head over to dsps.com.au, you can check out the workshops that we've got coming up in 2026. And have we put one up for 2027 yet?
Yeah, there's something up there for 2027.
I think Kangaroo Island is up there for 20. Scan the QR code, Cameron. It'll get you there faster.
Let me have a look. Jeez, this is going well, isn't it? 2027, there is something on there. There's Kangaroo Island, I believe. Yeah, Kangaroo Island is 2027. So if we quickly go through it, I know you're going to do a plug about the January ones. But we have the January workshops, 16th and 17th. There's places still available for both of them and Ballerine. So where Brendan was just talking about Point Lonsdale, we might even do some light painting there in the middle of the day. Wouldn't work. So the space is still available. The Bay of Fires, the Freycinet photo tour in March still has a couple of places left. Kangaroo Island is sold out, so don't bother next year. Great Ocean Road is got some places left. We probably need to update that. It's got less places than that. Tarka on the Cradle next year's got some sales coming through, and then Kangaroo Island in 2027. So there's a few there. So if you can't get on my ones or your ones, you can get on these ones.
That's right. And get on the joint one.
You'll probably get a similar experience with the same shit jokes.
That's right. So special plug. It's a shameless plug for our one-day workshops that we're doing in January. So January 17 and 18, 2026. I believe it's a Friday and a Saturday. They are one day, so you can do either the Friday or the Saturday. Places are filling up on those, and they're a hoot. So a lot of you people who watch us are in Melbourne or within 90 minutes of the Ballerine Peninsula. It's a good day out. You get to pick his brain. You get to pick my brain, what's left of it by that point after Christmas, but that's all right. We'll be fine. We'll get through it. And we go to awesome places like Point Lonsdale, Ocean Grove, and Barwon Heads, where we shoot beautiful landscapes down here in my backyard. So jump onto dsps.com.au. It's like a $200 day, isn't it? It's so cheap.
It's $200. January 16th and 17th.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's what you meant. We'll overdub that later on.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Do you have a sound effect to fix that up now? No.
Probably.
So yeah, they're $199 for the day. It's like an 8-hour, 10-hour day, so it's pretty good value. And then come along, like I said, we'll show you all the things we know, show you some very cool places. Generally, the weather's pretty good as well, and yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, so come along. So jump onto dsps.com.au or scan that QR code that's up there, wherever I point, over there somewhere. And join us for a day. Good, very, very good value for money. Now, Cameron, you've got something in the rundown that has piqued my interest. Can you? I
haven't done one of these for a while. I've been trying to be.
It's okay. It's fine.
And I reckon I've spoken about this once before, but when you're flying around the world like I am, like an idiot, because I put all these stupid workshops on and do stupid days away and months away, and my eyes are falling out of my head. When you do that, you end up watching a lot of videos and YouTube, and you listen to iTunes and podcasts and things like that. Anyway, I'm a bit of a fan of the Leica cameras. Leica have brought out the new EV1, which is like the old rangefinder camera, but they've taken the actual rangefinder out and put in an EV viewfinder, which is very cool. I like the look of it. It's very interesting. Anyway, as you do, your new camera comes out. Oh, this is exciting. I'll go and have a look at this, and I'll go and have a look at that. And you start watching the reviews and all that kind of stuff. And what really got my goat is mainly because I had too much time in my hands while I was floating around in the aeroplanes. So I watched one review from one YouTuber and about this camera. Like, oh, okay, that's some interesting points. That's interesting. That's interesting. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I wonder what this person thinks about the camera. Oh, they're almost identical, the points. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe it must obviously be that's what's going on. I ended up watching about 6 or 7 reviews of this camera. Every single one of them was the exact same information, the exact same criticizing of whatever it is, and praising of this and praising of that. And it just became really, really boring. And I thought, like, are they getting told what to say? Like, they all say they're not getting paid to do these reviews. They get flown to wherever to see the camera, and they get put up. They get paid in other ways. But I was really disappointed with all of them. Like, I didn't come across one review of them where I'm like, oh, that's a bit different. I really enjoyed that. It was the same message, the same dot points, the same everything about it. Even the Petapixel guys were very similar in their review of the camera. And it just got me thinking, I'm like they're all speaking the same shit about the same stuff. Like, where's the originality on, their review of things like that? And I actually got thinking, I actually think there's a bit of a gap in the Australian YouTube market for anyone out there who wants to start a YouTube channel of reviewing cameras that come out, because there's a few people that do it, but all of the people that went to this Leica launch all seem to be in Europe or America. No one from Australia went there from what I could see. So, yeah, I just found it was really, really interesting that watching the same thing, completely all different YouTubers, almost had identical videos, almost to the point that they almost ran the same time length as well. So, I know it's just a bit disappointed with YouTube and a bit disappointed with these so-called Insta celebrities and influencers like that, where really they're not influencing anyone. If they're all just spruiking the same message, it's not influencing it. That's convincing more so. So
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. It does get a bit, it's sort of convoluted, because you feel like that they want to, most people are genuine. They want to actually, share about a new release or a new product or something. But then there's got to be this transparency as well, where, okay, I was flown to Geneva to test out this Leica camera. They've given me an EV1. I have to give it back in a year, but it instantly sort of taints it, doesn't it? I mean, and then it's so frustrating, because it's almost like, no, tell me what you don't like, because I might want to buy this camera.
Yes, that's where I was getting with. Yeah.
And then you get this. Yeah, it's shrouded. It's not accurate. It is disappointing. But I mean, the brands, they do it like that. That's the way they need to do it to keep these people on side. So
yes,
and it's such a grey area these days, because everyone's making money, Cam. Everyone's clipping their ticket on the way through, and it gets a bit frustrating. Which is, I like to think it's kind of what sets us apart a little bit, in terms of, we're never going to have a sponsor, I don't think.
We had one, didn't we? Didn't we have like a strap company trying to sponsor us?
Well, we did at one point. I don't know what happened to them. But are they even still in business? They're probably not. No. That's another story. They know I'm joking. But no, we had DigiDirect.
Yeah, we did. We did for a show, and we've had our businesses. But you're spot on, because I got to the end of the videos and I was just like, for the love of Christ, can you just say something different? I don't even care what it is. Even if you just farted on the show, on the thing, it wouldn't have mattered. It's just something different that wasn't so. But it wasn't that they were scripted. It was just like, it's almost like you must mention these dot points.
Yeah.
If you want to come to this place on a plane, and I think that's detrimental to camera brands, because it's not an honest review. If it's all scripted and they're sort of dot pointed as to what they say, that's almost like I said, look, you can sort of say this bad about it, but that's it. Like that's the only one we'll give you. You can say this dot point that you don't like about it, but everything else has to be that. So I think there's a bit of a gap in the market for it. That honest camera reviews. We had that camera conspiracy guy from Canada. Like, he doesn't hold back, and that's what you want to listen to. If you're going to spend thousands of dollars, or in people in UK's position, tens of thousands of dollars to buy camera gears, you want something that's a bit different than the same old rinse and repeat review.
Well, cast your mind back to a fabulous TV show that came out in the early 2000s called Top Gear.
Yes.
They famously would get given cars from Mercedes, BMW, you name it, and slag the hell out of them.
Yeah.
To the point where they didn't get cars no more. But because their show was so popular, because of their dead set honesty, they didn't need car manufacturers. They'd just go and buy one.
That's right. They just bought their own, and that way you can do whatever you want. Which is what, in a way, what I sort of did when I was doing stuff with Olympus and OM. Like they weren't giving me stuff. I was buying it with my own money and reviewing it. And I think these YouTubers who want to give it a bit of a name for themselves, I think that's what they've got to do. So if there anyone out there listening, can you change how you do it? Like, can you actually go back to being not owned or driven by these camera brands, but actually give us an honest review of what you really don't or do like about a camera, please?
Yeah. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. I mean, case in point, the Nikon Z5 Mark II that's sitting right there. I love it. I bought it with my own money. I think it's grouse. Like, I'm really, really happy with it. And I still think it's the best value for money camera on the market right now by a country mile for the features that it's got for $2,500. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Or so, £5,000. Yep.
Yeah. Well, maybe 7. I don't know. It seems like a lot. This EV, what do you call it? A Leica EV1?
It's a Leica EV1, a Leica M EV1.
All right. Can I try and break this whole thing and share a screen? Let's see.
Make sure it's the right screen, because I know what other screens you generally have open.
Hang on. Oh no! Please hold.
Oh no!
Is anything coming up yet?
No.
Hang on. Wait.
Grab a drink, folks. We're going to be here a while. Oh, hang on. Something's loading.
There's something there. Is that it?
Oh, there we go. That looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it there.
Yeah, that's it there. So it looks exactly the same.
Damn, I did a thing.
I know. That's amazing. So it looks like the other, normal rangefinder cameras that they bring out in the M range. It's just got an electronic viewfinder, which, to be honest, I actually really like the idea of, because the rangefinder can be a bit tricky in certain lights and certain lighting conditions. It's a stupidly expensive camera, as they always are, but it's very cool. But what was not cool, I thought, was just the way the reviewers just all did the same thing. So I was really, like I said, I had plenty of time to really get the shits about it. So I did. I will sit on the plane and I downloaded all these reviews of it. And Cheryl's like, "You're watching another review?" And I'm like, "I'm actually now just watching to see if anyone says something different." Because like I was into my 8th or 9th review and like, yep, they're all saying the same thing at the same time.
It looks pretty.
It's they're very lovely cameras, but yeah. Anyway,
that's
maybe
it's not a plug for Leica, but they look lovely. Nice looking camera.
Yeah. So,
but we'll reserve our judgment until someone gets on and tells you what they really think, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's not getting flown halfway around the world to do it.
Exactly. Beer donations for this week.
Yep, Mel H and Jenny H. Jenny H? Mel C. You've got Mel H and Jenny H.
That's you.
Jenny H.
I think I got everything wrong.
Good work, dickhead. You had one job.
Wasn't she a Spice Girl?
She was a Spice Girl, and Jenny H, I don't think was a Spice Girl.
Anyway,
she could have. I've heard Jenny sing. She definitely could have been a Spice Girl. Take that as you want.
If you would like to buy us a beer and keep this absolute shit show running, please head over to dsps.com.au, click on the Buy Us a Beer tab, and buy us a beer. We'd love that. That would be nice.
Someone bought us a jug last episode. Someone had bought us a jug.
Thank you.
We got a jug. Keep this shit show going. I like it.
Yes. Yeah, that should be our slogan. We should put that on the website. Down South Photo Show. Keep this shit show going.
What about the Down South shit show?
Sure. Why not? We'll do that. Cool. All right. Well, now I know this evening you're on a tight schedule, so we'll wrap this up.
Don't you have to do a huge shout out for someone?
Yeah, I do. I want to, and self-indulgent, just for the umpteenth time on this channel, I want to give a shout out to my awesome daughter, Abby, who has been doing a brilliant job while I've been gallivanting around the countryside and out and about, running Ocean Grove Camera and Photo and doing just better than I can do, because she's awesome. So just a special shout out to Abby, who's saving her bucks to head over to Europe. So
cool.
Thank you, Abby, for doing a great job of running Ocean Grove.
I've heard she does a fantastic job. I've even heard people say they prefer her over you.
Duh. Like, that's hard.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. No, she's a legend, your daughter. We should get her on the show one day. We should interview her.
Well, she's very, very keen to come to Bright next year, so we'll see how that plays out.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, she wants to come up and come on the bus and see what it's all about and understand how it all works up there. So she'll probably do that. So now, Cam, what have you got coming up? We know what you got coming up. You're back on a plane.
Yeah, as this is out to air, I will be dressed up in a black tie event. Tomorrow night we have, tonight, the Tourism Tasmania Awards. We're a finalist again. So myself, lovely Lisa, and lovely Chelsea are all going. I got a lady on each arm on this trip. All going to this awards gala. Whether or not we win or not, I don't know. We're a finalist, which is pretty cool. I got a letter today from the Premier's office and a letter from the opposition's office. They always send a letter out saying, well done, and yada, yada. So we do that. And then Sunday, I'm back on a small plane to Melbourne. And then on Monday next week, we fly out to Utah. So we're off to Utah to do that trip back in a couple of weeks. And then we've got one more thing left for the year after that, which is Kakadu. And the storms are rolling in up there at the moment, which is great.
Awesome.
And then I'm going to pass out for two months, I think.
I think you will.
Yeah. So
that's when you can take over doing all the Down South Photo Show stuff, and I can get into Christmas retail at Ocean Grove.
Yeah, absolutely. Christmas isn't that busy where you are, is it?
No, of course not. It never. No. Yeah, so I've got, as this goes out, when you're at an awards thing, I'm giving awards. I've got I'm going to get this wrong, but it's the Ballerine Rotary Art Show. I've been kindly invited to judge the photography section of that. So I am, not the same one that we shit canned 2 years ago before you say that.
I was just thinking, wasn't it the one we ripped the street? No? Okay.
No, and I will never. No, this is run by Rotary. The guys at Rotary decided to add a photography section this year to their art. Their art show is huge. It's been going for 15, 20 years. And they have a massive big hall. Everyone enters art into it, and they can sell their photography and sell their art there. And they invited me along to judge it. So I'm very grateful for. So that's a little ceremony, 7:30 tonight as this goes out.
Black tie event, or
pretty much exactly what I'm wearing now, I reckon, except with a beer in hand. Speaking of, when you come to Melbourne, just drive down to Ocean Grove and get your stubby holder.
Oh, very nice. Are they on the website yet?
They can be.
See, beer donations. Look at that. You just nice.
Got the throwback logo there, which we all love. Yeah.
So it's a retro option.
Absolutely, it's retro optioned. Plenty of people at BFOP went home with the stubby holder. That if you want one, we will get it up on the on DSPS at some point.
That promises.
At some point, I said, which is accurate. Excellent, great. Cool. Well, good luck. Now you deserve it. Hopefully a prize comes your way, because, like I've said to you many times, mate, I think what you're doing is fantastic. You're a self-made man, and I love it. Very proud to be associated with you, and I wish Cam Blake Photography and all the team all the very best at the Tasmania.
You're part of that team as well. Really,
you've been tiny little. No, not really.
This is. I don't do award ceremonies and that kind of stuff, and I don't get dressed up very often. But they sent out an email yesterday or the day before that if you are to win, this is what you should do. Step-by-step instructions of where you go on stage. You get 30 seconds to make a speech.
Wow.
Exit stage left, shut up, get off stage, get a photo, get back on the piss, pretty much. But what I'm thinking, the Premier's going to be there, and the opposition leader's going to be quite a few things. If
I know where you're going.
If by some stupid chance we won, do I mention the AFL football team in my speech, or do I in the stadium, or should I let it go?
Oh, you totally do. You'll make the papers.
I'm even thinking of taking my Devils beanie and just, if I win, I think that would be the end of our invites and the end of our awards ceremony.
Far be it from us to get political, but no one listens this far. I'm a massive proponent of the stadium. It's going to be amazing. I don't live there, so it's got nothing to do with me, and it doesn't affect me. So I have no dog in the fight, but I just think it'll look mint and be awesome for Tasmania.
Just build the bloody thing. It's not rocket science. Just build it. They will come. If you don't want to go to the football and you don't like the stadium, that's fine. Don't go to the football and don't go to the stadium.
Exactly. Yeah. Just don't go when the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra are down there playing. Don't go to that either. And we're at concert. Not allowed.
Don't have your political conferences in all the conference rooms there. Nope. Stay away from that.
That's exactly right. And on that note, we better get out of here. That's it. That's the podcast. This has been episode 183 of the Down South Photo Show. We will see you for episode 184. Cameo will be coming to us from America. Maybe?
I think I might. We'll do a live one, maybe from Zion. That seems to be the yearly thing.
That sounds good to me. I'm going to go.
Maybe Cheryl can host it, and I'll just stand at the back.
You get no argument out of me and all of our listeners and viewers. I'm going to go light painting. We will see you next week. Say goodbye, Cameron.
Bye, Cameron.
Bye.